Hello guys, welcome to my channel and this tutorial. So I think so this tutorial is mostly about how to expose your Raspberry Pi onto the internet using PyTunnel. This is not a sponsored video. I just came across this wonderful piece of tool which could really help us to expose something, especially the Raspberry Pi onto the internet. If you have any projects, which involve Raspberry Pi. And coming to Raspberry Pi, I think I could just give an initial idea. Will not go into deep like what exactly it is. But Raspberry Pi is like a small based computer, or you can also call it as a microprocessor. So which has everything of its own, like it has its own RAM and everything. So yeah, you can use it as a regular computer. And it has all the sockets, like for example, USB ports, HDMI, and even some pins to connect your sensors and then read data from those sensors and perform certain processing or actions. And you can see a lot of Raspberry Pis used in most of the college level or school level projects, especially in robotics and some automation things. And sometimes, and it's not like it's only for regular purpose, but also for industrial cases. So yeah, like it's used in most of the cases. So coming to this tutorial, I just want to show you this piece of software, like software which can uh, yeah help you to expose your Raspberry Pi which is running locally, and share the content with your colleagues or your teammates so that you can collaborate and work together. So so for that, let's see how this PyTunnel works. So as you can see, this is the official website of PyTunnel, and you can see this is how a Raspberry Pi looks in general. So there are multiple versions of Raspberry Pi, and if you go down and you can see, it's easy to use. There's nothing of much of a configuration you need to do. It also gives you an good amount of stats of of your device or your Raspberry Pi, which is connected. And yeah, it's interesting to see, what is the status of everything. And also you can get alerts when there are certain factors go above something. And yeah, like, this is how basically the PyTunnel works. You have your Raspberry Pi, you run you run uh, the code which is given by by the PiTunnel, and then it's exposed onto the internet. So it's as simple as it says, and you don't need it. You don't need to configure anything much. It's just easy to use. So yeah, if you are new, just sign up for free because I already tried it. I'll just log in. For example, let me log into my account. Yeah, as you can see, there's already one device which was previously connected for a test purpose. And yeah, as of now, this is offline. And yeah, so let's try to see how to connect a new one. So to add a new one, if you just need to go here, you can see that you need to, type in this command onto, onto the device, for example, the Raspberry Pi, open a terminal inside that and just type in this command. So yeah, now as you remember, like, we need to type in that command. So this is my Raspberry Pi interface. And now I'll be typing in that command. So for example, I'm just typing in that command in the terminal. So yeah, we just need to, yeah, type in that command. I'm just doing that now. Yeah, yeah, so that's it. So there's the command. And now let's press enter. and yeah, you should start seeing it to be installing. So yeah, it's easy. So you don't need to configure anything. You don't need to change any properties. You just run this, script, and then yeah, it does everything in the background. And yeah, like you have the PyTunnel being, setting up. And it's so easy. So that's the cool part. Like you don't need to do anything much. So yeah. Yeah, so once you type in that command in your device, for example, the Raspberry Pi, in my case, it's an Raspberry Pi Series 4 and Model B. So once you type in, you can see it's connected now. It's showing all the stats of the device. And yeah, like now it's connected. Like now your device is connected to this PyTunnel. And now we can just see, how to create, custom tunnels. For example, I want to create an SSH tunnel. You can just go to the documentation, which is very clear and neat. So you can just see, how to create one. So you just need to, run this particular command, for example, on your Raspberry Pi device, and then automatically it creates a URL which exposes that particular port and the service. So, for example, if I go here, now this is my device, and I want to create a custom tunnel. So I just click on it, and then yeah, it takes me to that page, and you can see different protocols which you can expose. Yeah, it's up to you what you want to expose. There are some standard protocols which generally everyone sees in their day-to-day life. So, for example, we are talking about SSH. So I select SSH, and then it gives the port which generally SSH use 22, and then you want to name it, for example, like SSH tunnel, uh, and then you say, yeah, basically that's it. So you just need to copy this command and run it on your device, and then you can see, the URL being generated at this place. So yeah, now come back into your Pi device, open a terminal, or you can just use the previous terminal you already have. So, you just need to type in the custom tunnel command, which is, created and which is being shown on your PyTunnel website. So, for example, I'm trying to expose the SSH port. So now I'll be typing in the command which is being shown. So it's PyTunnel. You can just press tab to autofill, and then yeah, followed by the port, which is 22, and then you have the name, so which is nothing but SSH tunnel, which you named it. So this is an optional, but yeah, it's recommended to have a name so that you can see what you are referring in the website when you're looking over all the tunnels you created. And then yeah, press enter, and yeah, once you press enter, it should start yeah, generating the tunnel for you. Yeah, so as you can see, the URL is generated. So once I run that command, this custom command tunnel, which I showed previously, so it's I just run that on my Pi device, and now you can see there is a custom URL generated for me. And to test this, you can just open a terminal, for example, in your Windows, normal terminal or PowerShell, whatever it is. And once it's open, let me bring it on to my main screen. Yeah, so once it's open, now you can see, we can just do SSH. For example, the username of my Raspberry Pi is it's DDT Robo. Yeah, it's Robo1. And then at the rate, I can just, copy this particular URL, which will be acting like in my which will be acting more like in my IP address. So, and then I need to give the port number, which the basically the forwarding port. Yeah, so yeah, it says that yeah, do you want to connect? Yeah, so you can just say I know it, and then given your account password of your Pi device. In my case, let me type it. And that's it. So now I'm connected to my device, see, now I'm on my device. And yeah, and you can just share this URL to anyone, and anyone can then connect to your local device. They can do all the actions. For example, I go into my ROS workspace, it's like a, it's empty folder. Then I can just do vi, Mohit dot txt. It opened a text file for me. Then I will just type in uh, hello world, and then yeah, I'll just save it. And if you see, I created the mohit.txt file. So yeah, in the previous step, we created a text file with hello world content in it. So let's see whether that has been reflected on our Raspberry Pi or our device, uh, to which we are connected using SSH. So if I open a new like to just check it, just open a new terminal, you can see still the tunnel is running behind. Yeah, just go into the folder, for example, the ROS workspace, and then just type ls and then just do cat, and yeah, voila, you can see it. So yeah, the file you created, using the URL and the such connection is being reflected on the Pi device, and then yeah, everything works fine. So now to close the custom tunnel which you created on your Pi device, just go to the Pi device, go to the terminal which is running that custom port, and then yeah, just press Control C, and and yeah, that's how you close the tunnel. Yeah, as you close the tunnel, in the previous step, so now you don't see any, tunnel information which was previously seen here. The URL is no more here. So yeah, basically you switched off the tunnel and now it's not accessible to yeah any user you shared it with. And yeah, you can come back to your device, and you still have your device connected because it's still running. And then you have again and again, if you want to redo it, you can just go click on it, and then yeah, just select the sh, just type this particular command into your into your Raspberry Pi, and everything should work normally the way it was working. And yeah, so that's how you will be using PyTunnel to connect your Raspberry Pi, which is locally in your development network, to internet, and then share it with your colleagues and your teammates so that they can see and work on it, and yeah, make any changes if needed. So yeah, and the documentation is very neat, and you can also look into the different offer and options they provide. Yeah, just to mention, the free subscription only gives access to only one device, and if you want to connect multiple devices to PyTunnel, then you need to go for their price planning and then see which one suits you better. But yeah, the documentation looks very straightforward, very clear. You can, for example, look at uninstalling the PyTunnel which you installed on your Pi device. You can just copy this command and paste it there, and yeah, it should do that work. And apart from that, yeah, you can also check in other services you want to expose. And yeah, at the same time, if you want to, have a persistent service, for example, you want to have this port sh22 exposed every time the device is on, you can just give this persist command to it, and then automatically every time you restart your device or whenever it's switched on again, it automatically exposes that particular port. So yeah, so that's how you use the PyTunnel for exposing the Raspberry Pi onto the internet. I hope you like this video, and I hope this video is helpful to at least some people who are working in this direction. And yeah, so this is my first video. I'm trying to figure out different topics which I'll be posting on my YouTube channel. Please have a look. Please subscribe, and please like the videos. And if you have any questions with regarding to using PyTunnel, please comment on this video. I'll try to reach out as soon as possible and try to help you in any way I can. And yeah, I hope everyone yeah, you know, yeah, see this video something useful, and yeah, happy coding, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.